What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Kyle the Car Enthusiast. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome to my garage. I'm going to put on the USDM splash guards. I know a lot of people like the JDM ones, but they are about 2 or 3 times the price depending on where you're buying it from. The USDM splash guards actually sit lower on the car compared to the JDM ones. There is a complication because I have mud flaps. So I'm going to show you how to install these splash guards with mud flaps. I know there's a few videos on YouTube about the JDM splash guards being installed down here, but there's not a lot of videos specifically talking about the USDM ones. And when there is a video about the USDM ones, they don't have Rally Armor mud flaps at the same time. Also have been considering doing other detailing videos. If you can see over here, I have a little detailing cart set up. Because I'm not only into mechanical side of things when it comes to cars, I'm also into detailing. And on top of that, photography. So if you're interested in photography videos or detailing videos, please drop it in the comments down below. I'd love to hear your guys' opinions on that, because I'm trying to come up with some other ideas for videos to do. I have another secret mod that's already here. I might tease that in this video, but I'm not sure. I've decided to save up for my dream wheels instead of getting RPF ones that I talked about in the last video. So that might take a few months for me to save up for. So throw in the comments your guesses of what my dream wheels actually are. There's a little hint in the last video where I was talking about the wheel specs that I want. As you can see, the paint is not clean because we're in the middle of winter here. Before we do anything else, let's clean this up. So let's go unbox the USDM splash guards, and welcome back after lunch. So I finished lunch, now I'm going to finish the other side, but I thought I'd give you a little before and after, so this is obviously the after. So you could see how it looks. I'll do another one once the car's on the ground so you can get a better idea. But here's how the whole side looks. And the other side. Before. After. I initially started trying to use a razor blade to cut the plastic, quickly realized that wasn't happening, and switched over to a Dremel with a cutoff wheel. I know, it's a very tiny cutoff wheel because I really wore it down. All you need is the picks, also a very small flathead screwdriver in case the picks don't work. Again, that one pop clip's the most annoying one. All the other pop clips, you can use this. This is for the mud flap removal. Recommend gloves, masks, and eyewear to protect yourself. And I think that's everything you're going to need to, oh, and a flashlight. I think that's everything you're going to need to know besides the modification to get the bracket to go through that black plastic piece. Because if you look in there, you have to get that particular nut. That nut has a bracket on it, and you want that particular bracket to go through the black plastic piece. Otherwise, you're not going to have anything work properly. Okay. So, this is what the other side looks like, the driver's side in the US, or the left-hand side. So this is after trimming. That's around where I trimmed it to. So you're supposed to do it roughly from the halfway, like the middle section of the hole. So that's where I begin the cut, and then I go over probably about ½ an inch away from where that weird box is. And then about an inch tall, and that should be enough clearance to get it right the first time. I actually had to do this 4 times on the other side, so this is the way that works. So take it from me, it's going to have to be large like this. You might not have to have as much on the right side over here, but it definitely has to go to the middle section of that hole, where the bracket's still going to push this out, and it won't sit flush. So take it from me. I know it's scary to cut into something you just bought, but it's what has to be done if you want to rock the mud flaps at the same time. So let's put it on. So grab this thing I told you about before. First step, take off the flap. Flap removed. Next step, remove any hair that you find. Alright, the real next step is to get that tiny clip that I told you about from the top. So that's really the hardest one to get. So this one was going to take some patience and lots of tries, but you will eventually get it. And got it on the Oh. Try and go up with the tiny flathead. Oh yeah, that's much better. Do that. Do the tiny flathead. There you go. See how easy that was if you use the right tool? Just get a small flathead. Don't use a pick like I was saying. And now, the one down here. Don't break it, because this one I will be reusing. Get under there. Wiggle it out. Keep that. And I think that's everything I have to remove. See how fast that was? There's the cut section. Cut section's gonna be on the outboard side of the vehicle. And you just slip that over the bracket and you're gonna pull the bumper down and slide it between the bumper and the bracket that's already there. And it should go in just like that. Okay, I recommend you put this piece back in as soon as you can, because once the flap is on, it gets a lot harder. So just wiggle it around. It'll eventually make lots of noises and go in like you just saw. It's now flush, and this is held in nice and tight. You're gonna need that prep pad, these two large pop clips, one long screw, one short screw, one tiny C-clip thing, and one large C-clip thing, and of course the splash guard itself. What you're not gonna see, I'm gonna put the pop clips here and here in the black plastic underneath, and this is where the tiny screw and tiny C-clip is gonna go, and then this is gonna be where I reuse the screw that I just took out from the mud flap, and this is gonna be where I put the large C-clip and the large screw. Also, pro tip, remove the beginning of these peel tabs and have them tucked out of the way, so when you start putting it on the car, you don't have to remove it to remove the double-sided adhesive. Okay, so if you're not careful and you use too much of the supplied pads that they give you, you're going to need to get some of your own. So just get some of your own little alcohol pads. There, now it's in the camera. Get to town, cleaning stuff up. So it's going to be, based on the other side, about the midway point. Wow, they need new brakes. It's going to be about the midway point between this body line and the very bottom, so somewhere in here. So just wipe all of this section all the way back and then up against the diffuser, because the double-sided tape is here and down there. And then I'm going to use the supplied one from Subaru in case there's anything special in there. I doubt it, but might as well do it the OEM way, right? And this is the most important step to keep it from peeling back off, so don't be afraid to overdo it a little bit. I'd be careful on the diffuser, however, because rubbing alcohol is strong stuff, and you don't want to cause that plastic to fade. So like I said, fold it over itself like that, over the other end of the flap, both sides of it. Hardware on the ground so that it doesn't get lost in my pocket, as it's already trying to do. Ready to go. I think I lost it. I hope there's not a hole in my pocket. And, great. Nope, I must not have grabbed it. Oh well. I feel like it was in my jacket. I had it right here. The crows are laughing at me. It's not funny, guys. It is not funny. Stop! I didn't even grab it. It's right there. Oh, let's not fall. Alright. Ow. That was my head. On the tire. Ow, again. How many more times do you think I'll do that? Yes! I got it. Clip! Oh, you're in there. Why are you not wanting the clip? Oh, come on. Yeah. Playing hardball, I see. I don't have persuasion for you, so we're going double. Haha, punk. That's how it works around here. You listen to me. Oh, you guys are probably cracking up right now. Cool. Now, I grab the tiny C-clip and, ow. Stop hitting my head on the tire. Put the bulged section of the clip, put that bulged section towards the sky. I gotta put one right here. So the screw is gonna go this way, so I put the bulged section towards the back of the car, push it on from the outside of the car. Now you grab splash guard. Two big clips, these fellas, and you're gonna put one right there, one right there, like that, and like that. 1, 2. Good stuff. I lost the flap. Just with the wheel on. There you go. Good stuff. Where did I put the clips now? I hope you guys are enjoying watching my endeavor here. And hopefully this makes yours easier. Which is why I'm doing this for you guys. Also for myself, because I really wanted to do this. But I'm saying it's for you guys at the same time, because it's mutually beneficial. So I would appreciate it quite a bit if you would hit that like button, the subscribe button, and leave a comment down below telling me what else you'd like to see on this channel. I mentioned earlier in the video that I have detailing stuff, I have photography stuff that I like to do, so if you want to see that, let me know. I'll be happy to do that. We have the screw here, we have the 2 pop clips. I'm going to put the screw in right here to go into that, and then we will reuse the screw with the mud flap when we put the mud flap back on. We got the nut, the mud flap screw, and the other nut, and then we pull these off, and we're all set. Hit my head on the tire again. Don't get dirt in your eye. So you got 1 screw, the hard pop clip. The 2 you saw me pop these here, the one on the bottom over here. I'll just make sure I did that enough really quick. Alright, I don't want to strip it. And then we have the mud flap to put on. So I'll do that while I'm down here. Le rally armor. And I'll put that on there. Grab a washer and a nut that we took off from before. Do the screw first, because otherwise it'll be flopping in your face. Let's go. See? Do the screw first. Salt. Yummy. I like it on my food, not on my car. And voila. I'm going to push it in far because I don't want to look like my mud flaps are sticking out 5 inches. So, I'm going to pull this back here. Make sure everything lines up. It seems best to push it forward because I don't want this section to pop off. And because we used the alcohol wipes so well, it probably won't give us an issue. I know some people will use like stronger double-sided tape, but I would caution you with that. If you ever took these off, you'd probably peel the paint off with it. So I would rather this come off and me have to re-stick it than me have to repaint this. So I'm gonna hold it. I just realized you guys might want to hear that. Oh, no way. Really? No stinking way. Literally the last part of the install had to happen right now, really? Shout out to the tweezers. Let's see if we can get them. Oh, it's already sticking itself. What am I to do? Don't cringe, I'm about to use a right angle pick. Can you believe this? Oh, come on. Maybe I could peel it from the top. Gotta be very careful. Oh, I got it. Very careful, Kyle, very careful. Oh, we're almost there. Hit that like button. Yes, sir. Sorry, I'm not letting you hear it this time. I'm sure you can forgive me. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Ah! Come off. Come off, you. Please hit like. Please hit subscribe. You are watching the effort, and it's ripping again. We can do this. You know, this makes me want to ask you guys to tell me your funniest car part story. Because, you're watching mine. I'm sure you guys have some funny stories. At this point, what I'm trying to do is just jam it back there because we got it off all this. So at this point, with all the pop clips and everything, I'm happy. So thank you, Jesus, that came off most of the way. At this point, I'm just trying to hide the evidence. I have a very tiny scratch in there now, trying to get this out. So that stinks. Trying to be very careful here. And then just tuck it into the 3M tape. So at this point, I'm going to call it a victory. I'm going to push that on and hold for a very long time. So enjoy just sitting there watching me sit like this. And I will come back when I'm done sticking this to show you the end result because the battery is about to die after all. Welcome back. Here's the car on the ground. Finally finished that up. I think it looks so good. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments. It makes it look so much lower.